Hey guys. Thanks, Lacey. It's actually, it's funny that Lacey just said that structures can dictate how you make your art and what your art is, and my presentation's on the exact opposite. So, enjoy. Hi, I'm Doreen Sayegh. I'm a theater producer, administrator, designer, and collaborative theater artist. I'm the managing director of the Satori Group, a Seattle-based ensemble. We live right next door, actually, at Inscape Arts, and I'm a festival producer at Chicago Shakespeare Theater. Like Lacey said, I recently graduated with my MFA in Arts Leadership from DePaul, and that program is really unique because we are in the theater school, but we're taking classes in the School of Business, the School of Public Service, the School of Law, and the School of Communications. So it was kind of like getting a mixed degree, like a hybrid between an arts administration and MBA. So the Satori Group. The Satori Group is a theater ensemble that's been making new work in Seattle since 2008. We have projects like Artifacts of Consequence, Microdramas, Rewilding, Spook House, Returning to Albert Joseph, Land Is Always Known, among others. We currently are running the lab at Inscape, right down the street at Inscape Arts. It's a flexible performance, rehearsal, exploration space, and for the past 2.5 years, numerous Seattle artists have made their work in there, and we hope it continues to grow as a cultural hub. Satori doesn't produce a full season like most classic American theaters do. We have a project-based model. We tailor our development and presentation structure to best serve each piece. So when projects come to us or start with us at varying stages of development, and timelines, number, and types of workshops, and the way that we invite our audience into our work will shift depending on what each project needs. So no two processes are alike, and we approach each project with how it needs to be developed. The content dictates the form. Satori was a partner artist with Shunpike from 2008 to 2013, and with the support and knowledge that we gained from working with Shunpike, the group grew pretty rapidly, and Shunpike proved to be a great partner for us. When I started working with Satori in 2013, they had just started thinking about what a 501c3 structure could look like for them, what it would mean administratively, and what administrative support would work for their unique process. The ensemble had been managing the administrative support amongst each other, amongst themselves, for the past 7 years. So they had a lot of questions, and we decided to do an assessment project. So I took several months and I spoke to the ensemble, associate artists, advisory board, and community supporters, and I asked lots of questions, including what are the major strengths of Satori? What is unique about this company? What needs to be done to support the work? Can you describe any personal successes you've had with Satori? What questions do you have about the ensemble's operations? What is exciting to you as a board member about Satori? Can you describe the major issues or threats facing Satori? What opportunities is Satori missing? And what do you value, and why do you, as a community member, support Satori? And all of those questions led to some results. Everyone valued the organization's flexibility. Everyone valued the ensemble's sense of ownership and the way that the art and audience drove the work across the board. And the needs were pretty obvious as well. Ensemble members were at capacity trying to run the organization and make the work. The associate members and the advisory board wanted to be more connected to what was happening. And the group wanted to move to a 501c3, but they were unsure about how the structure would support the current operations. The really interesting thing was that no one needed the company to grow bigger, everyone just wanted it to grow better. So, why the bylaws? My favorite slide. In the 501c3 process, I became most fixated on the bylaws. Satori had originally adopted generic bylaws that the majority of theater organizations use, the standard template, and it's sort of the minimum required bylaws to like get to the next step and just sort of be done with it. But through the assessment, there was the big conversation that everyone was thinking about was about institution and ownership. What is the Satori Group? Is it an ensemble of people currently making a specific brand of work together, or can that mission, that idea, live beyond its members? They decided, the answer was very strongly no to that last question. That this organization was about best supporting the work of this ensemble of people at this time and for a specific purpose. And also how and what relationship to a board of directors. What is the primary function of a board of directors? How can the ensemble's voice be carried through at the highest level of governance? These were questions we needed to answer before any sort of organization could be operated underneath them. And we wanted these values and answers to be memorialized and honored in the very core of the organization. And that meant the bylaws. I went too fast. The content dictates the form. Same way that we make our work. So to create something new, we needed to look at new tools or different tools. We looked at examples of other bylaws from other arts organizations, established ensembles like Pig Iron, other nonprofits like member orgs, charities, and associations, and looked at the way that their bylaws were structured and what they allowed the company to do. And what we came up with has several key distinctions. Satori's bylaws are a hybrid between a member organization and a theater organization, with a little bit of everything else sort of mixed in between. Membership in the organization is established by being a member of the ensemble, so qualifications, responsibilities, and rights are clearly outlined. The composition of the board must include at least 3 ensemble members. The terms, election, and resignation of board members come at the recommendation of the membership. The managing director is appointed by the board, but approved by a full vote of the membership. And the right to dissolve sits firmly by vote of the membership. And I don't want this to seem like we're attempting to limit our board. I have several board members in the audience tonight, and we have really smart, passionate advocates on our board sitting alongside us. The goals of this exercise were really to keep the bodies talking to each other, to keep one from acting without the other's input, and to be clear about why all of this was in place. And by serving these 3 goals, we limit the mistrust that sometimes characterizes the relationship between artists and their boards that can lead to hiding information, avoiding hard questions, and it empowers us to work toward a shared vision. So, how you can get specific is by asking the tough questions. Why are we an organization? What are our values? What is our mission? How can we best achieve that? And what tools do we need to do that?